What's good, Brotherhood Podcast? It's C-Falls here. Bring you the 2000 ACC Player of the Year. One or two players in ACC history to play on 4 straight ACC regular season championship teams. And been on the Duke coaching staff since 2018. Coach Carrawell, how you doing, man?
How you doing, C-Falls?
I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Man, I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me. Been a long time, but you know what I'm saying? Been a while, but it's all good. I'm finally here, C-Falls.
Yes, sir. What's your overall thoughts on the team so far?
Man, I really like this group. Man, you guys come to work every day. Great attitudes, kind of easy to coach, good energy in the gym. So we have yet to play any regular season games, but for so far, summertime, preseason, it's been a joy to be around you guys. Really like this team, man. Really like this team.
What are the keys for us to be successful?
Just coming together. We just got to come together. You know, everybody got to understand their roles. And we just talking prior, before we came on the podcast, of just, you know, the teams that I played on in the past, and the teams that have been great in the past in any sport. Guys know their roles, and they sacrifice individual awards for the bigger goal, which is the team. And so I think if you guys do that, keep that the main thing. Yeah. Keep that the main focus. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we got that on this team. What goes into a practice plan? What do you guys focus on right now?
Well, Coach Scheyer is huge on defense. Yeah. Although he was an offensive player, he may lie to you and say he played a little defense. You know, since he's been a coach, you know, a head coach, especially 3 years, man, his number one thing has been how we're going to defend. And as you know, our practice plans are based around that. With Coach Scheyer and Coach Lucas leading the way, heading in charge. These guys we talk about it as a staff all the time, but, hey, man, how we going to guard? Ball screens, driving line defense, one-on-one, protecting the paint, post defense, the whole thing, transition defense. And we talk about it every day. That's the number one thing in the practice plan. Number one thing when he watches practice or exhibition game, he locked in on that defensive end.
That's how we're going to win. What's your role at practice?
You know, I'm an OG now, C-Falls. You know, OG out now. And so, you know, when I first got back to Duke, I was working out with the perimeter guys. And then a couple years after that, you know, I was working out with the bigs. Big Mark, you know, those guys. You know, Theo, Paolo. Then I had the wings for a year. And now, you know, I'm an OG now. Kind of just, you know, whatever role that Coach Scheyer needs me to play. We've been doing a good thing. For me, it's been good because I've been having, you know, the blue team, which is the team that's trying to go against the team in white, you know, the starters or whatever you want to call them. And it's been a good thing for me to, and hopefully for our guys that are on the blue team, which is they bring the level of spirit in the practice. They have to be competitive with you guys. And being a former blue team member, you know, I take pride in that. I was always trying to push the white team, trying to get on white, and I had to push those guys. So, you know, I've been overseeing the blue team, so to speak. I love that. I can still get out there and move around. Not as quick or fast anymore. But for me, man, just being around our program and being around you guys, it keeps me young, keeps me going. So just happy to be here.
You definitely been drawing up some plays, man. You nice with that board and that pen.
Yo, C-Falls, man. I think that's one of the things that, you know, I had to develop, though. You know, I had to develop, and I'm still not. You know, Coach Scheyer's been really good with that. You know, he was a natural with it. It's something that I have to work on. But I put a lot of hours in. You know, I get with the Marcus brothers. I want to give those guys some credit. You know, Zach and Trev. They got some stuff. You know, you watch these NBA games, college. I mean, you can learn from anything. And you know, I might draw it up. Sometimes it may not work. You know, and you're like, "Dang, I could have done that better." Then you get some that may work, and the shot may not go in. But it's been good.
95% on all your plays.
It's been good, man. Whether the shot goes in or not, if the guys run it the right way, you get a good look, and that's all you can ask for.
Get a good look. What's your thoughts on the matchup of Brotherhood run this weekend versus Arizona State?
Man, to have Bobby Hurley coming back to Cameron, first time in 31 years. So for me, and I'm an older guy now, so those guys are older. You know, Grant and Leitner and those guys.
Yeah.
T-Lane. But those guys used to come back to play with us when we was in school, play pickup. And we didn't have the practice facility, so we either be in Cameron. If Cameron was, we had to go to the
dungeon.
The dungeon. The dungeon. No AC. But those guys coming back really helped us, and they would teach us the game.
Yeah.
And I remember playing against Bobby in those pickups, playing with him. He was an all-time great here. But three Final Fours, 2 national championships. DB, is he still the leader all time in assists, college?
Yeah.
Man, he had an unbelievable career here, man. And when he comes, it's going like a lot of people come to the game, exhibition game, but a lot of people are coming back to see him. Yeah. So it's good to have him back.
First time back. So let's move on into your coaching career. What made you want to get back in coaching in general?
I didn't want to be a coach, C-Foss. I was like, coaching? Nah, man, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to be no coach, man. You got to yell at these guys all the time.
Yeah.
And, my idol growing up was Magic Johnson. Big Magic Johnson fan, right?
That's my dad, too, man.
Greatest point guard of all time. I love Steph. He number 2. You know what I'm saying? I love Steph. He number 2. But my other idol, God bless, was Jerry West. I never got to see the logo play, but he was the guy that put the Showtime Lakers in the 80s together. He was the GM. And so I was like, man, that's kind of cool putting a team together. He put those guys together.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be him. I wanted to be a GM. I wanted to be like getting to scouting, but it wasn't the way to get in. And so a good friend of mine, Nate James, he was like, man, you should get into coaching. I was like, what? I ain't trying to do that, man. He was like, I'm telling you, man, you talk ball all the time. You love it. I think it'd be good for you. And so at the time, Coach Dawkins, who's the all-time great here, was on the coaching staff. He got the head coaching job at Stanford. And so Nate James was named the assistant, and I came back, and I was a grad assistant.
At Stanford?
At Duke.
Oh, at Duke.
So he got the head coaching job at Stanford. Yeah. So that opened up an assistant coach position at Duke. And also Coach Schrage, who's on staff, he was the Dobo at the time, director of basketball operations for Duke 2000s, right? Coach Dawkins took Schrage with him. So essentially opened up 2 positions. So I got the grad assistant job, and I was able to learn a lot from Coach and Wojo and Chris Collins and be on the court. And I was like, man, being a part of the team ain't bad. That I can help a guy like Coach Scheyer. He was still in school. Gerald Henderson, Nolan Smith, Kyle Singler, and these guys. Lance Thomas. I can help these guys get better. And I was like, man, the development, player development, and being around these guys and helping them on and off the court, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. And so I had to learn the craft, went to the D-League, and then from there, man, I got the coaching bug. And now I can't see myself doing nothing else.
Yeah. How do you compare working with Coach Wojo versus Coach Scheyer?
That's a good question, Steve. 2 different personalities, my guy.
Yeah.
2 different personalities. Wojo, if you know Wojo, Wojo was a little short, tough Baltimore point guard here, 4 years. He was the heart and soul on the teams that I played on with him for 2 years. And he had that passion for the game, and he had the small man complex. It's always angry, feisty, mad for no reason. But that's what made him good.
Yeah.
Coach Scheyer is Coach Scheyer kind of reminds me of Brad Stevens when he was coaching. Those guys got an inside fire. He's very competitive, as you know. The dude competitive. But he's just a basketball savant, man. Great X and O's, practices, everything. You learn, like, I'm older, but I'm learning from him every day but they 2 different personalities, man. I would say one smooth and competitive, and one just
mad.
Just mad, man. But if you ask anybody who's played for Wojo, he gets the best out. Both of them get the best out of you. They just do it in different ways.
Yep. So how do you compare Coach K and Coach Scheyer?
The boy asked some questions today, man. The boy asked some questions today. Coach K, man, first of all, honor and privilege to play for Coach K.
Yep.
He changed my life. You know, coming from the inner city, St. Louis, single parent household, and the opportunity he gave me the opportunity to play here at Duke. Man, forever grateful because it's telling you, it's changed my life. Coach is one of a kind. Now, when I played for him, C. Foss, he was a lot younger.
Yeah. He had that fire in him.
49, 50.
Yeah.
His energy was different.
Yeah.
So our practices was wars, man. It was wars, competitive. He was just, he was on you.
Yeah.
He was on you. Attention to detail. You can have a good game. What you gonna do next? You have a bad game. What you gonna do next? He was always concentrating on the next play.
Yeah, he talked about us that about us
when we met. And he was right. So you might have a game, see, also a couple games. Man, I'm scoring 25. ESPN. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Next day, and if you have a game that wasn't like the previous game or wasn't up to his standard, he letting you know. He bring you down. Yeah. So you was always locked in. You was always locked in, man. But he pushed you. But he pushed you to be great. He got the best out of you. And I always ask myself, and I always ask the former players who played for Coach, man, if you had the opportunity to do it again, would you? And every one of us, we always say yes, absolutely. The experience to come to Duke and, you know, to play for Coach, playing Cameron, such a great university. It's definitely an honor and privilege, man.
For sure. What do you think stands out the most about Coach Scheyer?
He loved the game, man. I'm talking about this dude. He'll hit you late night. Yeah. Yo, man, go to sleep, my boy. Go to sleep. He real student of the game, man. Yeah. Real student of the game. Podcasts, practices, games, EuroLeague. He'll watch high school, college. He's always trying to learn, man. Yeah. He's always trying to learn. I mean, he's only 37. Yeah. This dude, man, got a lot of, like, to be 37 years old, you'd think he'd been coaching already for 20 years. Yeah. He just, like I said earlier, he's a basketball savant, man. I mean, he'll still play, you know. He'll still play a little bit, right? But the love of the game.
He ain't moving like he used to.
He ain't moving like he used to. Hey, it's changed since I got here too. Yeah. You know, his first step ain't as quick. He can still shoot that thing. He can still shoot that thing.
Yeah, I'll be seeing it. How have you, back to your coaching career? How have you evolved as a coach?
Man, you try to learn every day. You know, I'm learning from you guys. You know, you one of the hardest working players that's been here. Always in the gym. I try to watch guys who work out and put the time in. Yeah. Maybe steal a move so I can help my young son. Yeah. Or, you know, it's something you could take away from anyone. So many good coaches, so many good players. Yeah. So much knowledge that's available now. Yeah, exactly. So if you ain't watching or learning or asking, man, what you doing? What you doing? And what you doing? So I try to stay current with that. I can't really execute the moves y'all do now, you know, but like it's good to watch, man. You can take from everyone, especially the good stuff. Don't get the bad habits, but all the good stuff that's in the game, you can learn, and that's how you keep evolving.
Yeah, exactly. What's your favorite drill or part of practice?
You said favorite drill?
Drill or part of practice?
Man, I like when we go at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't gonna lie. Let's see, folks. We can do. I love the defensive drills. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. You know, offensive progression. Yeah, that's cool. But when we put that 5-on-5 on, 5-on-5, because that's what our program all about. That's all our program is all about. It's about the competition. Yeah. Like, man, you got me yesterday. You got me yesterday in the 5-on-5. Yeah. I know that. So. Like when I go home and the next day, I gotta get you. Yeah, I gotta get you because you just got me. Yeah, and so the competition here, only way you get that is the 5-on-5, man. Yeah. You gotta go at it. So my team against your team. Yeah, and I'm gonna talk. See, y'all don't talk enough trash for me. You know what I'm saying? My day, I'm on the blue team. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking.
You do bring the energy on the sideline.
Yeah, man. You bring the spirit to the practice.
Yeah.
The players make the practice. Yeah. Coach can put a practice plan in. It could be the best practice plan ever. But if y'all don't bring it and have that spirit of practice, don't compete, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I think this is we talk about this all the time, but this team it's like that competitiveness is there.
Yeah. So now we in the game. We ain't been through the wars at practice. Now we in the game. We got them.
Yeah, we already know what
We've
time
been going at each other.
Yeah.
We've been going at each other. It's consistent every day.
So when we get in the game, it's just the same old, you know what I'm saying? We just on the same team.
Same on team, yeah.
What do you think the keys what do you think the keys are? What are the keys to a great player development program?
I think you got to break it down. And I can go a lot of different ways, but the guys we get here, all you guys are stars coming into a program. You're the best player in high school, either on your high school team or the AAU team, right? So you're able to do a lot of things like just play.
Yeah.
You can shoot 25, 30 times. You can take any shot.
Yeah.
You know, you just playing. Because the coach needs you to play, the team needs you to do that.
If you don't do that, you won't win.
You won't win.
Yeah.
When you get to when you come to college, all these guys are All-Americans.
Yeah.
All these guys were the man. They all can play.
Yeah.
So how do you get everyone to buy in? And you got to. I think the hardest thing is the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And so we try to break it down from the base. And I think a lot that has gotten lost because you guys are so talented, so many workouts and creative with the ball, learning how to play without a ball. So, you know, we talk to you guys of moving without the ball. When you catch in face. When you dribble to score. There's just so many little things.
Jump stop,
2 feet, shot fake.
Yeah.
Calling for the ball. All the things that get lost in the fundamentals of the game, we try to preach. I think that's the first step of player development. That's what we try to start with. And then as you get better with those things, hey man, Coach Scheyer has been great. Coach K was always great at giving you freedom.
Yeah.
To play. Like, hey, you make the read. Well, we want you to make reads and make plays and be reactive. And I think with our player development, we concentrate on the fundamentals. But we also, as you guys get better in those things, on both ends, we give you the freedom to play.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about the scouting process. Do you enjoy that aspect of coaching? I know you always on the road. You just got back like last week, didn't you? You stay on the road.
Yeah, man. If you think about college basketball now, 3 things, and this third thing has been added. It'll be a little different this year because we have some big time stars in college basketball this year.
Yeah.
Back in my day, you had a guy like Tim Duncan play 4 years.
Yeah.
Vince Carter, 3 years. Antoine Jameson. You had these great players coming back to college.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of star power. We're gonna have that this year. But overall in college basketball, three things get talked about, right? For the most part, the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching the tournament. They locked in. They're focused. The games are exciting. You guys are watching, like you know, when we're not playing. Then the second thing is recruiting. People always talking about recruiting.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's happening with Cooper Flag?
Yeah.
Hey man, what's happening with Caleb Foster? Like what he's thinking? What's going on? Yeah. It's huge. It's huge. And then the third thing now is has been added is the NIL piece.
Yeah.
So that's been added, and I don't want to get into deep into that because that's another podcast, my guy. Yeah. But recruiting is it, man. You gotta get players. You gotta get the best players and the best talent, and try to make it work.
For sure. All right, so we're gonna take you back to your playing career. What made you choose Duke?
The school, man. I can go so many different ways, man.
Who were you choosing between?
I had my final 5 was Syracuse, the great Jim Boeheim, Coach Boeheim, big Syracuse fan growing up. Minnesota, they had Clem Haskins. My hometown school, St. Louis. I had Calipari when he was at UMass a long time ago.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't staying at UMass though. But I came to Duke in October. It was 75 outside. People were nice. I'm coming from St. Louis, so I'm like, man, it was just a beautiful campus. Coach K, and I ultimately made my decision is if I don't go to Duke, if I don't choose Duke, will I have any regrets? Like man, what if I would have went to Duke? Hey, man, what would it?
Yeah.
I didn't want to live with that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live with it. And this is time. I was the first player out of St. Louis before JT to come to Duke.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to live with that regret.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live with
what if?
What if? And and me playing basketball at Duke and graduating for Duke. When I go back to my neighborhood, when I go back to St. Louis, people are proud. People are proud because it's such a huge accomplishment, man.
Yeah.
When people talk about Duke, they think the highest of the high.
Yeah, facts.
Greatness. And the fact that I was able to play here and have a successful playing career, but also graduate, man, it's the best. Best. And I'm proud.
Yeah. So when you were here, you were at four phenomenal teams here. What made those teams so strong? Your last 2 years, you only lost one ACC games. What was the key to being so successful?
Yeah, we had great players. We had great players. We had the coach.
Yeah.
We had the coach who drove us, but we had great players that understood their roles. So you take a guy, my junior year, we had Coach Avery, was a big time guard, first guard to leave Duke early.
Yeah.
1999, big time. Coach Avery was a big time player. We had Trajan Langdon. That's the backcourt.
Yeah.
Right? Alaskan assassin, baby. He was one of the best shooters to play in college basketball.
Yeah.
He was a lottery pick. Then we had I started at the 3. I was a role player that year, my junior year. And Shane Battier, who was one of the greatest players to ever play here, college champ, NBA champ, he was the power forward. He was another role player.
Yeah.
So you got us two who end up being all right. We weren't too bad. After we had to get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
After Elton and those guys, and then we had Elton Brand at the center position. Now coming off the bench, C-Foss, we had Corey Maggette, lottery pick, Greek god, shoulders, chest, arms, athlete, freak athlete.
Yeah.
He came off the bench and was a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Then we had Nate James. Those two guys used to be in the locker room, flexing on guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was a great role player. Then we had Chris Burgess, who was a McDonald's All-American, and then Taman Downzowski, who was a McDonald's All-American. That's our top 9.
Yeah.
And so we just went at it, man. We had great size, we had great shooting, we had the coaching, and we were competitive. We hated to lose. And then going to my senior year, a lot of people, because we lost those guys, Trajan, Elton, Will, Corey, Chris Burgess transferred, Taman Downzowski graduated. A lot of people thought we were going to fall off. C-Foss. They thought we was going to fall off. Duke ain't going to fall off. Man.
Duke ain't going to fall off.
No, we ain't fall off. We came back and had another great year.
Yeah. So is that 1999 team the most talented Duke team ever? Put it up.
Look, if we win the championship, see, I say yes and no. Yeah, we had a lot of talent, but we didn't finish the deal.
Yeah.
We didn't finish the deal. At the end of the day, you don't get that chip here.
Yeah,
they ain't even do nothing for us. It's 25 years this year, DB. They ain't even do nothing for us. 99. They don't know if we're gonna bring the 99 team back. They ain't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
They ain't do none of that. They didn't bring us back. Nobody talk about us, but we was dominant.
Yeah.
But we didn't win the chip.
Yeah.
We didn't win the chip, so we got to finish the deal.
Facts. Walk us through your senior year. A lot of people counting y'all out, like you said, and you led the way, winning the ACC Player of the Year.
Oh yeah, C-Foss. Yeah,
You was get to
we
it.
did it. Yeah, we get. Well, it was an opportunity for me. When you lose those guys to the pros, it was an opportunity. It was my chance. It was my time. It was my time. I had worked hard. I had no problem playing my role. They helped the team win. I was a defensive player, stopper, all-around guy, versatile guy who could score a little bit, pass a little bit. Now they had to go up a notch, and I was able to do that because I had the opportunity. Shane Battier, he was moving into another role, and he killed it. And then we had 3 talented freshmen to go with Shane, Nate, and myself as the veterans, we had Jay Will, who in college,
monster.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Mike Dunleavy, 6'9", forget about it. Carlos Boozer.
Yeah. Boozer.
He was underrated.
Yeah.
He was underrated. Monster.
Yeah.
NBA All-Star. Nobody really talked about him in college like that.
Yeah.
He was a monster. So we had those three guys and then the vets, and we kind of just like, look, man, my senior year, I went into it like, yeah, I want to make it to the NBA. Yeah, I want to do all these individual things, but I want to accomplish Player of the Year, the ACC, first team All-American. I want to accomplish those things if our team doesn't do well.
Yeah.
So I poured everything into the team. And because of that,
you got it back.
We got it back.
Yeah.
And I got it back.
That's dope, man. Let's move on to the NBA. The NBA season started last night. Got to talk about the St. Louis guy.
Come on, man. JT.
What's your
they
thoughts?
Can't stop him.
What's your thoughts on JT and what he's doing?
He's awesome. Sensational. He on a mission.
Yeah, he went
They
crazy.
Can't do nothing with him.
He couldn't miss.
He couldn't miss. And he been doing it. The thing is, he's been doing it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That Olympic bench let it fire him.
Crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't want to, I ain't going to get too deep into that, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
He's been killing.
Yeah,
He's been cooking guys.
Exactly.
Great guy. Get a lot of hate. Don't understand, but that's what comes with greatness.
Yeah.
And he just, he just was like, oh,
He gonna show you. He gonna show you.
St. Louis style, man.
Yeah.
St. Louis, emos, Chinese food. That's all good.
It's 24 Blue Devils in the league. That's definitely a dream for any hooper. What's your advice to guys that want to make it up there?
Trust the process. Like, you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush it. NBA ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Get as good as you can here in college. If that's the route you take, put in the work. The work you put in, eventually it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
It may not come back right away, but you had the talent, and a lot of guys that we get here had the talent. But I think a lot of guys, and I'm saying this to guys that's not even here, don't rush it.
Yeah.
Don't rush the process, man. If you gotta get stronger, get stronger.
Yeah.
You gotta become a better shooter, better ball handler, better defender here in college. Stay.
Yeah.
What's the rush?
Yeah.
Especially you guys get paid now. What are we talking about? I wasn't getting paid.
Yeah.
We stayed 4 years. I ain't getting $1.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are getting paid now. Well, what's the rush? Get as good as you can in college. And then when you get there, you go in ready.
Yeah.
You go in ready. You go in ready, man.
Right.
So I said, don't rush the process.
Yeah.
Keep working.
So you got 3 former teammates now, NBA GMs, Elton Brand, Mike Dunleavy, and Trajan Laney. Did you see that coming back in the day?
With Dunleavy and Trajan, yes. Now, Trajan, him and I talk ball all the time. Man, give me your starting five. Who the top point guard in the league?
Yeah.
If you had a team, we would talk about basketball all the time. Him and Ricky Price are the two guys I used to talk with. They older, but we used to talk ball all the time. And Dunleavy, his background, I was like, yeah, this dude's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Elton, though, I didn't think. Yeah. Elton didn't even really watch basketball outside of what we was doing.
Yeah.
You know, so when Elton was named GM, I was like, damn, I didn't even know he wanted to be a GM.
Yeah.
But Elton, in his defense, he one of the smartest dudes, man, that I've been around. Smart, he know people. He know people, man. He got street smarts. He can be in any room. And so when you see him named GM, you're like, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you know him, it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about the strength to do basketball in the league in general.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, we got NBA owners. I mean, the commissioner, Adam Silver,
Yeah.
Dookie. We got owners, we got GMs, we got scouts, we got coaching. You know, one of my favorite coaches, one of the best coaches in the game, was Quinn Snyder. He coached me here.
Yeah.
And he's in there. We got Dave Henderson, who's a personnel scout for the Cavaliers.
JJ
It's so
Redick.
many people. I mean, we got so many people. Daniel Ewing, we got so many people. I go to listen. I'm probably missing 50 people.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I ain't going to name them all, but to have that impact on the league, man, to have those resources, if you need anything, like, yo, man, I need what you think about this? Those guys, T. Lane, who's one of the best assistant coaches in the NBA, he gonna be a future head coach in the NBA soon. I mean, we have so many people. It's a great thing. It's great, and you know what? It's great to have it, but these guys all want to. It helps you guys because they all want to help you. So anything they could do to help, they will because you're part of the brotherhood.
Facts. So we're gonna move on to fan questions. Chad Vetter, how the hell you guys get so many recruits?
What up, Chad? Hey, man, you see me talking right now, Chad? Oh, man, you come on campus, man. You see C-Falls and the coaching staff, man. We got the people, man. You can't beat it, Chad.
The vibe different around here.
The vibe different, man. People think, look, Chad, they think we stuck up, man. They think, oh, you go to Duke. Oh, these guys sit up right with the shoulders and, nah, man, we have a good time, man. And people get lost. They were like, man, I didn't know
Duke was like that.
I didn't know Duke was like that. We having fun. We cracking jokes. They don't know. I'm beating them in shootouts on the court. They don't know, man, Chad.
Nah, for real. Rick Heinrich said, best Coach K story. I know you got plenty to do.
Yeah, man, Yeah. Well, I tell you a quick one. I'll try to make it quick. I like to talk, so I'm going to try to make it quick. My freshman year, we were first time Duke premiered the black uniforms. Right? First time. My freshman, first game. We on ESPN. Everybody's excited. Now, we don't, back then, his office on game day was right outside our locker room. So I'm from the inner city of St. Louis, Cardinal Ritter, all black private high school, incredible. But, we bring it in, before the game, get in the huddle. We used to say 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Instead
of saying defense, we used to say showtime.
Yeah.
Right? So my freshman year, I'm at Duke.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm hyped. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We bring it in. Everybody said, they say what they say. I don't know. It was like 1, 2, 3 team or defense. Yeah. My stupid butt, I'm loud. I say, showtime. I'm the loudest one.
Yeah.
Loudest one.
Yeah.
Now, remind you, his office is right outside the door.
Yeah.
And I get in the game. I turn the ball over. Don't get back on defense. He take me out right away.
Yeah.
I don't get back into the game till like the last 2 minutes. I'm crushed, right? I'm like, God. Next day, we watch film. We ain't had the film y'all got now. It was one on projectors. So we got to rewind it and all that. Take a while.
Yeah.
He get on me right away. I'm like, son, this is not high school. You turn the ball over, you don't get back on defense. Like this is horrible. This is not high school. And if I ever hear you say showtime again, your ass is out of here. I was like, whoa. So the next game we play, we come into the huddle, 1, 2, 3. I don't say nothing. Because he was like, yo.
Yeah.
If I heard, I was like, yo, this dude, he old.
Yeah.
It's Coach K. So I don't know if that was a good enough story, but that's the story I have for Coach K.
David Bannock said, favorite ACC road venue?
Back in the day, it was Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland used to be
Carolina, of course.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, Carolina. Clemson used to be a tough venue. The Carolina game was...
It's different.
It's different. But when Maryland was in the ACC, it was live.
Yeah.
I hate they went to the Big Ten. I hate it. Because that game used to be rowdy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the fans... It was fights in the stands now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. You could tell it was a different energy, that Maryland game. Yeah, it was like, yo, you bring in your hard hats, you got the black Rambo paint under your eyes.
Yeah.
You coming in, man, because they had a great coach in Coach Williams, Gary Williams, old school coach. They had some great talent too. So it would be on and popping.
Yeah. Amber says favorite moments with Langdon, Battier, and Elton Bram.
Make it to the Final Four.
Final Four.
Yeah, Final Four. Because the year before, we made it to the Elite Eight and lost to Kentucky in a game where we were up twice, 18 points. So to deal with that feeling of losing in the Elite Eight and then coming back and finishing the deal to go to the Final Four was incredible.
Yeah.
And we didn't finish it all the way, but that connection, man. When you go through tough times with players and part of a team, you guys are connected for life. And so I can call Shane, I can call Trajan, I can call Elton, Will, of course, we on staff. I call those guys Nate James now. I call those guys right now, man. And they picking up my call. If I need something from them, it's all love, man.
Yep. Nick Saprina says, loudest moment in Cameron when you were a player.
Man, I'm telling you. My first game against Carolina, that was my first start ever. Jumping. Oh, it was jumping.
Here?
Oh, it was here.
Yeah.
It was jumping. I used to jump ball, even though I was 6'6". I was playing the center.
Yeah.
Coach K. And I'm jumping, and it was, you look at the Cameron Crazies.
It was going crazy. It was rocking.
They was going crazy. But it was so many moments, man. But that Carolina game here, it's it get loud.
Yeah. One way Ray said, "Can I play for Duke someday?"
You got some game? Like, well, how tall are you? Yeah. Can you shoot?
Yeah.
We need some info, my guy. Send me some info.
J. Rob Hussey says, "What are some memories of locking up Steve Francis twice?"
The great Steve Francis. For me, that was yeah, I mean, I did lock him up, C4. He's an all-star now. He's a great player, but I got him.
You locked him up.
I got him, man. And then, so we get him.
Where was this at?
This was at Maryland. And that wasn't my matchup. But because Trajan and Will were such great scorers, they were guarding him. And I was like, let me take him off.
Yeah.
And he was quicker than. It was really great team defense. But
you slid them feet.
I slid them feet. Made him shoot contested twos.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys.
Yeah.
If he make those, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long night.
M. Pressgraves 3 says, "What's your most meaningful moment as a player?"
As a player,
yeah.
You know, I think my senior game against Carolina, and the reason why, because it was my mom. My mom was able to come a senior night, and I was the only senior. And so my mom, she basketball, she could care less. She still gonna make you take out the trash. I was like, Mom, I'm scoring 30. She don't care. Did you go to church on Sunday?
Yeah.
Or you listening to Coach K?
Yeah.
Or you going to class? Basketball wasn't really her thing. And so for me to bring her out to center court as the only senior and have her, like, you know, get her just due, because I wouldn't be able to make it at a school like Duke without her. And I call them my white pops. Got to give them a shout out, Bill Vollmer. Those two guys, those two people, Bill and my mom, for them to celebrate senior day here at Carolina and us win, that's my most special moment.
For sure. Let's get to the quick hitters. Dodgers or Yankees in the World Series?
I'm going with the Dodgers.
NBA Finals matchup this year and the champ. Who winning? Who's the matchup and who winning?
Celtics, Denver, Celtics.
Yeah. NBA MVP this year?
Tatum.
Favorite St. Louis sports team?
Cardinals.
Best all-time St. Louis athlete?
All-time St. Louis athlete. Oh, that's a good one, man. Oh, I'm going to miss him.
It's gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, that put me on the spot right there. Ew.
Tatum.
Yeah. Tatum, JoJo White, Larry Hughes. I know I'm missing some football guys too. Zeke Elliott. I got to shout out my guys from the Carton Ritter, Lauren Woods, Jahidi White.
Yeah.
You got, Brad Beal, David. I give the St. Louis guys some props. David Lee.
Yeah.
Anthony Bonner. I can go to Vashawn. We had some guys. I'm missing some guys though. I know some. What's the guy that played the NHL team that just won the Stanley Cup? DB.
Going way back to Brett Hall?
Nah, not Brett. He just won it.
Kachuk.
Kachuk. Him. Yeah, he played hockey, but he went to school with Tatum. He won. He
Kachuk,
got to be one of the greats.
Yeah.
Sewell, yeah.
What's the best restaurant in St. Louis?
The best restaurant in St. Louis. Well, if you're from the inner city, all right, the Chinese food in St. Louis is the best in the country. The rice is incredible. It's sensational. Fresh off the plane, I'm going to get that Chinese food.
That Chinese food?
But you got to go to the hood, though.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you ain't willing to go to the hood,
don't get
then you go to Emo's,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then you go to Emo's Pizza. Now, JT his favorite thing is Emo's Pizza.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is the Chinese food.
All-time St. Louis starting five in hoops.
Another good question. Yeah, that's some good questions, C-Fall. I'm going Lon Woods, Jahidi White, Larry Hughes, Tatum, and I'm going JoJo White.
JoJo White.
JoJo White was an old school St. Louis guy. Boston Celtics champion, all-time great player. JoJo White.
Most recent show or movie you watched?
Man, I watched this Netflix. I watched the Starting Five Netflix doc.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah,
that was dope.
With Edwards and Bron, JT, Jimmy Butler,
Sabonis.
Yeah, a good show.
That was dope.
Good,
yeah. Favorite music? What you be listening to?
I listen to a little bit of everything, young fella.
Old school.
Yeah. I go rap. I go R&B.
Yeah.
You know, I can go rock and roll, Red Hot, Chili Peppers.
What's your favorite artist?
Queen. You know what I'm saying? That's not my favorite artist, but I'm still on my groups. You know? I can go either way.
Yeah.
Favorite artist?
Back in your day, who was you listen to pregame?
I mean, all the rap, of course, with Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie, love those guys. I was huge. I mean, Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna. But my favorite all time though, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder?
Can't beat him.
Before the game?
Man, you can listen to Stevie if you feeling. Stevie can make you. Hey, Stevie is both, right? You have before the game, boom, you have a good game. When you feeling down, you can pop Stevie in. Stevie is all time, man.
All
Stevie,
time,
yeah.
okay,
But before the game, you listening to
Pop.
you listen to the rap,
yeah.
man. Little Master P.
Yeah.
You listen to the
Uncle
rap for
P.
sure.
Go to what's your favorite Durham restaurant?
Cucciolo's.
Cucciolo?
Yeah, Italian restaurant.
Yeah,
My
I
guy
like that
Jimmy
too.
Kim.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Sensational. What's the last song you listened to?
Last song I listened to, I was listening to Amy Winehouse. What was it? Rehab? I was either Rehab or Valerie.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's all good. You young boy.
Last
like
one.
That, Amy Hart. I know. I see you shake your head over there, man. Y'all, it's a shot, man. Amy Hart. Okay.
Last question. Duke in the NBA all-time starting five.
This guy. I'm gonna go. In the NBA.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Yep.
Starting five right now. Gotta go low. Gotta go Paolo. You gotta go Mark Williams.
You gotta go Kyrie.
Gots to go Ree. Oh, he's incredible.
That's three.
That's
Tatum.
3. Gotta go JT. Right? And I'm missing somebody.
You missing Zion.
Who?
Zion.
Zion, man. Gotta go
Ingram.
Z, I guess. RJ
Yeah.
Barrett.
Yeah.
Gotta go Z probably.
Z.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, man. That's it, Brotherhood Podcast. Tune into our exhibition this Sunday versus Arizona State. Appreciate you, C. Will, coming on.
Anytime, C4.
Yes, sir.
My God.